Good morning. It is 4:30 in the morning. We're going to Desert Duel, so we got to leave the house to get to the airport. I don't want to be awake right now. I'll see you at the airport. I got my mic. I got my mic here. I hope you're like not just picking up my beats. It is 4:50 something. I'm eating breakfast. For anyone who doesn't know, Desert Duel is a really big water polo tournament out of ASU. I've heard very good things. I'm very excited to get to go finally. Um, yeah, I just want to do a little water polo vlog. I think it's fun. I think it'll hold me accountable to my playing also. Haven't played in a little while. Would like to do so more regularly. So excited to get back into it with this tournament specifically. I know it's only 4 o'clock in the morning. I got a hat on, but I don't want to forget that. So if it's on my body, can't forget it. I'm at the airport. I forgot to update everybody. I'm sleepy. There's a vending machine that only sells slices of cake in here, and it's like 2 times the size of a normal vending machine. And I have some questions. One of which is, how do I get one of those in my house? Okay, hello everyone. I hope you can hear me with my microphone. I've hacked the system here. I'm Kalina still. That's Eleanor. We're going to our first game. And by our first game, I mean my first game. Eleanor has never seen a water polo game.
It is also like genuinely my first water polo game.
First water polo game ever. We're having new experiences. I would like everybody to know, speaking of new experiences, it's cold here. Now we're in Arizona, and I was told it wouldn't be cold. So this is a new experience for me, because why is it cold in Arizona? It's 62 degrees. I know someone out there is probably like, that's not cold. Shut up. I don't think my microphone is on. Hello everybody, I'm back. I hope you can hear this. Actually, sorry, crazy fact that's brand new information. First time Eleanor's hearing this. Women are 2 to 8 times more likely. I don't think this is a good shot. Counter is shaking. Women are 2 to 8 times more likely to tear their ACL than men, but only about 6% of ACL research focuses on women. That's crazy. Not surprising.
As a feminist, I think that's crazy.
And as a misogynist, what do you think of that?
I don't want that on record. Okay. Yeah. These are all the places that I know on campus. That one is a College of Liberal Arts and Sciences building. That is a business building. And then that building right there is our Memorial Union. That's the list of all the places I know.
And we're going to the pool, and we're having new experiences here.
Definitely experiencing them.
I was given very specific instructions by my brother, okay? I gotta put it in the cap cut and hit a button. Hello everyone, we're at the Mona Palmer Aquatic Center. It only took us 20 minutes of walking. My watch asked if we were working out, so I said yes. That's the pool. We're gonna play. Remember when I said I don't know what any of my teammates look like? Yeah, so hopefully one of them knows what I look like. Pretty easy to spot. My microphone lost its thing, so I don't know how this sounds, but I hope it's good.
Hello, everybody. This is Kalina. We played our first game. We lost, but it was a shootout, and it was really good. Like, the game was really good. We were winning for most of it. For people who have never played together before, it didn't feel like that. Now we're chowing down on Culvers.
I liked the part where I kind of understood what was happening until the very end. And then I had no idea what was happening.
Yeah, and then, so the game ended in a tie, but like we had to have a win-lose. So we went into a shootout, and like I don't think I've done a shootout since like high school probably. Also, no offense to the Mona Palmer Aquatic Center. You need more lights. It looks like a very nice facility that you spent a lot of money on. I feel like if we redirected some of that money to the lighting situation, everyone would have a good time. Any recommendations for first-time water polo watchers?
Follow the ball. It's yellow.
Oh, that was a saving grace because I was like, I don't know what's happening, guys.
Also, I got to hear the oh, those are the Barcelona Lions. Are they from Spain? No, Florida. 3 times.
In our defense, the guy who started the club is from Spain, so basically, we're just second generation. Like, what do people vlog? Do you want to see me play? I'll put in some footage of me playing.
You're welcome.
And on that note, good night. See you tomorrow. We have one game tomorrow since we lost. We only would have two, but we have one. So later in the afternoon, so we're gonna have a nice little sleep. I'm watching Bones. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to my Bones talk. Okay. I was not aware of Celie Booth's game. Temperance Brennan, maybe one of the most annoying TV characters I've ever encountered in my life. Um, Angela and Hodgins, actually kind of cute. Cam, annoying. Right now, I'm in season 2. I didn't realize they set up the relationship so early. Relationships so early. Oh, right now I'm watching an episode where Booth is dressed up like kind of 50s and he has suspenders on and he's also getting into fights and is covered in blood. And I target audience for that. But like, there's no universe in which Temperance Brennan, who cannot relate to another human being for 5, even though, okay, she's like anthropologically, you need to have fucking sense. Okay, anthropologically, you need to be able to connect with other humans so society can thrive, right? There's no way she wrote a best-selling novel that not even like a fiction novel. If she wrote, if someone was like, listen, Temperance Brennan wrote the greatest nonfiction chronicle of this anthropological evolution. All right, fair enough. There's a market out there. It could be so well written that even people who don't like nonfiction would read it. You're telling me she wrote a fiction mystery book that people ate up, even though she was talking to a
Somebody with dwarfism, I think.
a person with dwarfism. Don't quote me on that if I'm wrong. And she was just so rude. She was like, Booth, normally, if he was normal sized, you would have hit him by now. It's like, oh, sure, I'm wrong.
I've been watching this TV show. We could watch an episode of Drop Dead Diva.
We could.
Drop Dead Diva is a cinematic masterpiece. So it's a Lifetime legal drama. So it's got like the pacing and the tone of like a Lifetime movie, but it's got like it tries to have the depth of Law and Order, like a Law and Order SVU. Okay, so what happens is there's a model, and well, okay, she's not a model yet. But when we start the show, she has an audition that day to be one of the showcase girls on The Price is Right. And she's stoked. This will be like the big break in her career. She's engaged to this lawyer who's kind of ugly, but they want us to think he's cute, which fine, sure, we'll let her get away with it. And then there's this fat, and by fat I mean size 12, because this is from like 2008, this fat, ugly lawyer girl who doesn't care about anything but the law.
Disclaimer, we don't think that.
Yeah, she's like not fat, but she is like early 2000s fat, which means she looks fine. And so the model is driving her car on her way to her audition. She gets a phone call. She's talking on the phone. Blah, 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 and then she hits a semi truck full of oranges. And they spill on all on her car. She dies. At the same exact time, yes, slash the car crash. At the same exact time, a a disgruntled client from the fat lawyer's law. I'm sorry to keep calling her fat, but like canonically in the realm of the show, she's on my 600-pound life. Like that's how they treat her, even though she looks very regular. A disgruntled client comes in and shoots at the fat lawyer's boss, and she goes, "No, Saves
I
his
remember.
life, gets shot, dies. Cut to, we're in heaven now. I made a friend. God thinks I'm cool.
Anyway, we'll report back. I'm a little full, but I'm gonna finish my food. See you in the morning, baby. Hello, everybody. It's Kalina, who lost the microphone already. I found it. There you go. We're interviewing Eleanor. Eleanor watched their second water polo game of their life. Please recap. I need a play-by-play.
Okay, play by play. First quarter, we were over on that side, and it took me way too long to figure out which team was which because they switched cap colors.
From last night.
Was
mind you.
rude. Then some points were scored, and then the second quarter also points were scored.
Yes.
And then we switched, and so I was no longer sitting in the sun, which I liked. And then there was some sort of kerfuffle that I still don't understand.
Me neither. Don't worry.
And then some goals were blocked, and some other goals were made, and it was tied for a while, and then it was not tied anymore, and then it was tied again, and then it was not tied again.
Correct. So, hello, I'm back again. We got outscored by, like, I think it was like 3-0 in the first quarter, something like that. And then second quarter was like also not super strong for us. I was a little full. Was not jumping as high as I could have. I had a very nice steal. I think there was a long pass from one wing to the other wing. Had beautiful steal. There is no footage of that because my photographer sucks. And
That
I
is
think I'm
correct.
paying them entirely too much.
That is also correct.
And then we outscored them in the second quarter. We put on like 2 or 3 on the board, I think, and they only put up 1, so they were up by 1 goal. And the third quarter. Fourth quarter, it was back and forth. We were tied for a little while. We came back pretty, I think, decently. I think we played a little stronger last night, or like more consistently. But we came back pretty well in the third and fourth quarters. We were tied. They just put one away at the right time, and we couldn't get it. We had like 10 seconds. I walked the ball up and shot it, but unfortunately did not go in. Oh, I don't like to excuse things too much, but also like to an extent, we don't play together. We've met each other for the first, like, we were going over names this morning, right? So
Yeah, for a team who like does not know each other and has no coach, phenomenal.
yeah, last night before the shootout, the ref was like, "Team captains, come over," and I was like, I'll go, I guess. Somebody gotta. So then I just had to watch a playing clock. And also, I didn't need to be there, because I was the home team, so I didn't even get to pick heads or tails. And then she chose to shoot first. I was like, you should have just let her shoot first, okay? At this, why did I swim over here? Anyway, we're gonna hang out and watch some water polo. We're gonna go to a social at a club. Not a club. We don't know. What's it called? Village Tavern? Something Tavern?
Varsity Tavern.
Varsity Tavern.
I've been told it has a mechanical bull, and that feels more like a club thing than like a regular place thing.
I don't think I'd go to a club that had
I've
a mechanical bull.
Never been anywhere with a mechanical bull, and all I know is I'm not getting on that bull. There's not enough alcohol in the city of Tempe to get me on that bull.
Is there enough money in the city of Tempe to get you on the boat?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to figure out what the number is, and we will report back.
Okay. It's not a number you have.
This is Kalina signing off. We have 2 games tomorrow. I'm going to buy a hat.
I don't know if I'm signing off. I kind of just get told what to do, so who knows? But I have fun. I'm having fun. I'm surprisingly actually having fun.
Good.
Which I was not expecting.
Eleanor's kind of catching on. Some people get confused. I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like ball and goal.
Yeah.
Point.
At the end of the day, there's just a lot of whistles, and then sometimes the ball's over there, and sometimes it's over there.
But again, ball and goal. You can follow that.
Good to go.
So, anyway, catch you later. It hits. I'm on my way to the airport. We are already planning our next tournament. Also, I think after we played the first game, one of the girls was like, let's do this again next year. And I love the enthusiasm because I agree, let's do this again next year. Any comments on your first water polo tournament?
I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I thought I would hate it, and I actually genuinely enjoyed it.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. We'll do. Hoping to do a tournament next month and then the month after. If you know you're watching this and you know me or don't know me and you want to play water polo, let me know. Because at this rate, I think this is the route we're gonna have to go to find players. I told you I'm gonna start recruiting people who've never played before. Like you're gonna have friends. You're gonna be friends. And stay in shape. Anyway, that's Kalina signing off.
And me signing off too. I'm driving, so I'm distracted.
Oh, I wasn't waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, fuck me, I guess. Officially
signing off. Because men ain't what?
Shit.
We're gonna get there.